Project Common Shelf began with two things, a picture and a question.
I can think back to when we were sitting at the hair of the dog in our gathering phase, just getting to know one another and trying to come up with a project idea. And there were some common themes that seemed to permeate throughout our discussion. The themes of art, literacy, and community.
One of our group members, Rebecca, had a picture from a Facebook page that showed a bookcase in Germany. And at the beginning of our gathering, Rebecca showed us the picture and we all took a look at it and didn't think much about it. We threw ideas out there about our group project and nothing really stood out. And somebody asked to look at the picture that Rebecca had brought of this bookshelf.
At the very bottom was a question. Would you like this in your city? And our group said yes. It matched two of the goals. One, literacy, and two, art.
I think there was initially some skepticism about the project from people, whether this would really work. Okay, maybe it works in Europe, it works in Germany. Is this really something that can work in the United States?
I get this email from Telke that describes our project, and I thought that our team was nuts. Like, this is absolutely ludicrous. It will not work. And immediately I started thinking of all the reasons why it wouldn't have worked. And, you know, my very first deal was to just sit and say all the reasons why I didn't think it would work. And to every reason that I said I didn't think it would work, little by little we dealt with them.
The idea of our group was Chattanooga is a unique city, Chattanooga is a unique community, and if this can work anywhere, then it can work in Chattanooga.
With that said, we decided to try to place 3 cases throughout the city of Chattanooga. Along the way, ran into some hurdles, but ended up with 2.
Miller Plaza is an ideal location, as you can kind of tell around me. It's got great foot traffic during lunch. It's one of the central hearts of the city. It's a common meeting place. We wanted to put a bookshelf in a common place, common shelf. I believe that this has been a success. Anecdotally, when I stopped by a few weeks ago to take a look at the bookshelf to see what the inventory was doing, an older lady had stopped me and said, "Sir, are you affiliated with this?" And I said, yes ma'am, I am. And she said, "This is the best thing that's happened to Miller Plaza."
We felt it was important to have a case dedicated to children's books. Where better to put it than the Creative Discovery Museum? And one of the reasons that we felt this was important is because up until the 2nd grade, children are learning to read. After the 2nd grade, they're reading to learn. If by then they have not learned to read, they can't read to learn. So we really felt it was important to give this resource to people here for their children.
This bookshelf here will provide children with the opportunity to be able to take a book, read a book, enjoy, learn. It will open up imagination and creativity, and hopefully just foster a lifelong joy of reading.
The concept for Common Shelf is very simple. Take a book, leave a book, and tell a friend.
Through these 2 installations, we had a very diverse blend of partners and supporters.
River City Company
and Creative Discovery Museum.
McKay's. United Way came through with a contribution.
And we had decorations done by the Sprouts group at St. Peter's Episcopal School, the pre-kindergarten class at Northside Learning Center.
And additionally, Ethan Collier Construction, our very own Tom Behringer helped with construction.
So now that we're finished, we designed a blog so that our information can be out there for the community.
And so the idea behind the blog was that people could, outsiders who thought this is crazy, could actually see it being done and have an example of what it looks like and how it works, and that would just be able to kind of live on its own beyond our team. That if someone were to take this idea and nurture it and encourage it within their community, it could easily grow into very strong and powerful fruit within the community.
The ending question, the last question on that blog was, would you like to see this in your city? And we said yes. How about you?